God. Now we have seen how so much that darkness is gradually looming in our education. In our schools, you go there, you find a lot of people, a lot of our young people fighting so many addictions. We have addictions such as drugs, alcohol. We have addictions such as masturbation, lesbianism, gayism. They are fighting these battles. So if you're a Christian, you have the opportunity to go there. It is not for you to compromise, but it is for you to rise up and defend the name of Christ. When you have the opportunity to be on the street, we have a lot of our people on the street, a lot of streetism, a lot of hookups. We have a lot of pubs. We have a lot of betting centers. And all these places, God is calling us as an army to go there or to invade that place and dispense the counsel of God in those places. May the Lord bless us. May the Lord help us so that we could dispense those principles, so that whatever God entrusts into our hand, we can also do justice to it. The Bible said that God does not like those that are so fearful. And we have seen in time past how that in those times of the reformers, God used men like Martin Luther. God used men like John Wycliffe. God used men like John Hughes to reform the church. In the days of the martyrs, God used a lot of men. In the days of the revivalists, God used men such as John Wesley. God used men such as Charles Finney. God used men in the days such as Aimee Semple McPherson. In this our generation, because of the intensity of darkness, God is calling each and every of these people to be at post. So in this generation, God is needing martyrs who invade territories and who percolate places where the gospel is least spread. God is calling revivalists in this our generation, that men and women who take up the charge, who take up the cross of Christ, and will challenge the church to do something for God. God is up to reformers who invade the closet of the church, the privacy of the church, and tell the church what is up to, or what the church should do and what the church is not supposed to do. In this our generation, God is calling an army that we should invade the street. Tell those street people about Christ. We should invade the betting centers. Tell them, fight the battles of Christ in there. We should invade those our young people that are gradually being recruited into hookups, into bettings, into alcohol, drugs, into all these negative things, to come back into the light of Christ. This is the charge God is giving to the church. This is the war God has declared upon darkness, that we are to invade the darkness and describe or tell darkness that time is up, that the time that God is calling an army is now. God needs us. We have so many prayers, we have so many churchmen, we have so many Bibles, we have so many preachers. In this our generation, we are so fortunate to have all these things, and it is a mandate, it is a charge for us that we shouldn't waste all this precious opportunity, all these avenues God has given to us, but we should make good use of it. We should tell the word of Christ, a mighty to save. It doesn't matter what you have done. We should go there and tell them it doesn't matter the sins you have committed. We should invade politics and clean up the debris there. So all those people that are into politics, when they go there, they shouldn't compromise, but they should stand for God in those areas. There are people God has called into the field of education, that they should clean up those mess. There are people God has called into the fraternity of health, into law, and into all our various institutions, that they are to go there and stand there as a breakwater against the onus and the principles of darkness. That is the charge and the mandate God is calling us. So the Bible said that when he has separated them, he got 300 men who fought the war of God. In this our generation, God is also counting on you and I. We have a lot of churches scattered all around. We have a lot of Christians. We have so many people that are playing, but we have few that are praying. We have so many that are organizing, yet few are agonizing. This is the charge God is calling us, that we should cling so much, we should tarry so much in prayer. In this our generation, God needs intercessors. God needs so much people who are ready. I mean, even if they will die, they will go into places to defend